It's time for What's Burnin' with Kevin KB Burns, presented by Bill Lacasse and SRG Financial Advisors. But first, please join us as we honor our great nation with the playing of our national anthem. And now your host, Kevin KB Burns.
Hey, welcome in to another exciting episode of What's Burning right here on Lake TV. And man, oh man, have we got a great show lined up for you today. Jason Jones, our good friend, who does a little something for every community organization, it seems like, that's out there. He's going to be joining us. We're also going to have a new feature, a bit of a tease. It's the responsible gun ownership presented by Tom Abbott and the folks at Iron Eagle Tactical. We'll also talk with Ike Skelton about a recent ATF raid on Skelton Tactical in Osage Beach. KB's furry friends coming up, and oh yes, of course, our hot take of the week, and kind of related to what Ike is going to be talking about a little bit later on in the program. So we invite you to stick around and join us for the ride. It's going to be a fun one, a busy one, a very serious one to some degree, and it's all coming up here with the big help of our sponsors, SRG Financial Advisors. We've got Ozark Barge and Dock, our veterinary at the lake, Budget Blinds, and we round it all out with our good friends at Bryant Auction. And it's all coming up right here on What's Burning on Lake TV.
Looking for blinds, shades, shutters, drapes, or bedroom makeovers? On a budget? You need Budget Blinds and Laurie. Bring your ideas to us, or let our design consultants help you create the perfect look for your home. Because Budget Blinds is nationwide, our collective buying power enables us to search many major brands to bring you the blinds, shades, shutters, and drapes you want for less. Budget Blinds. Call us for a free consultation. Budget Blinds, the best in custom blinds and window coverings.
You want a dock that will withstand the wake from a million boats? Want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want Ozark Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozark Barge and Dock, now celebrating 33 years of building the best dock on Lake of the Ozarks. And we guarantee every dock we build. So when it comes time to build your custom dock, trust the best and go with Ozark Barge and Dock, building the best dock at the lake for the last 33 years.
Join Lake TV for a cup of coffee with Will and Chris, the Lake area's only local TV talk show focused on the Lake area. Local stories, local sports, and local events. Have a cup of coffee with Will and Chris weekdays at 8, 1, and 8 on Lake TV.
What is COMC? A health center where everyone has access to high-quality, affordable medical, dental, and behavioral health care, regardless of insurance or ability to pay. Offering primary care, preventative, chronic, pediatrics, and OBGYN. COMC even offers comprehensive dental and same-day emergency care. A health center that focuses on every aspect of your health. Everything your family needs to stay healthy. At COMC, your health is our mission.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family. And at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offers routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. With multiple convenient locations, our veterinary is the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
Hey, welcome back to What's Burning here on Lake TV. KB with you. And, you know, I have a lot of guests on this program that do a lot of amazing and wonderful things for the community. But today I have a gentleman on who does so much that's wonderful and amazing for the community. How in the world does he find time to do anything else? Jason Jones.
Morning, KB.
Good to see you, brother.
You too, brother. Thanks for having me.
I don't want to put like any type of a title on you because you've got so many various things that you're involved in. I mean, the Real Men Wear Pink campaign, food pantries. You've got this new apparel line that you've got that's doing great things for the community as well. And of course, the new place that opened down on the Bagnell Dam Strip. So lots of stuff going on. We're going to try to cover as much of it as we possibly can here in our interview with Jason. So we kind of brought you on today because of your involvement with local food pantries. Mm-hmm. And we know that this is a time of year. Now, food pantries are busy all year, but around the holidays and certainly the colder months, they seem to get a little bit more business. And we know that in the past that certainly COVID has had a huge effect on food pantries. We wanted to talk to you about some of the things that folks can do to help out their local food pantry.
Absolutely. Thanks again for having me here at Lake TV. And I want to thank everyone out in our community as well. It takes a village to make things happen here, and I can't do it by myself, but I have a wonderful support around me through work, family, and the community. All the media companies down here that gives me an opportunity to get the word out.
Right.
But food insecurities is real. It's here in Lake of the Ozarks. We serve Camden, Miller, Morgan County. We've seen a 30 to 40% increase in our food pantries since COVID.
Yeah.
So the need is still there. We're continue to operate as normal, if not even more right now because of that need. We do have a mobile food pantry that comes to Lake of the Ozarks the second Friday of every month at the Church of Osage Hills from 1 to 3 o'clock. Mm-hmm. If you would like to volunteer out there, we're always looking for volunteers. Just show up at the church at 12:30. It's a very humbling experience, and we've been seeing about 250 to 300 people throughout the summer. Those numbers will ramp up to about 400 to 500 starting this month, November, through December as well. So the need is still there. Food insecurities is real.
Well, we know that the price of groceries has gone up. We know that some grocery stores don't have everything they need to accommodate the people shopping there. We know that the supply chain is being stretched rather thin. How does that come back around and affect food pantries? Is that a problem? I would imagine it has to be.
Yeah, it is a problem, but not with our liaison, the food bank for Northeast and Central Missouri out of Columbia. They serve 32 counties. All of our food comes from Feeding America out of Chicago. So regardless of the need, we have trucks coming to Lake of the Ozarks every week, sometimes 2 to 3 days, servicing all 12, about to be 13 food pantries here at the lake in Camden, Miller, Morgan counties. You can go to any of these food pantries at any time, no questions asked, and we're going to make sure that you get what you need for your family.
I think it's important for folks to realize and understand that there is a reason for the season, and of course, we like to think that we've got a lot of great people in and around this area that are very giving as to maybe donating some food, possibly donating some money, making a monetary donation to their local food pantry to help folks out. And how does that process work? Can you go into a food pantry and say give them a check for $100? Or
absolutely. We would rather here in our community here. If you'd like to donate to the food bank, we would prefer that you donate to one of our food pantries. Mm-hmm. That way we know our money stays local in our community. Not that I say it doesn't with the food bank in Columbia because they service and help us a lot. But these food pantries, they still have cost involved, electricity, they got a lot of volunteers. So there's still a lot of cost involved in running these facilities. So it's super important. If you'd like to donate locally. We have food barrels out throughout Lake of the Ozarks year-round at the YMCA, Cool Breeze Marine, Oak Kinderhook, and beyond. So we got barrels out there year-round that we're collecting food, and I just dropped off 3 to the Lions Club in Lake of the Ozarks. They're going to be doing food banks as we're starting to ramp up our food drives for the fall.
And, you mentioned, making a monetary donation. Can you go into a food pantry with, let's say, a case of vegetables or anything else you want to drop off? They don't have a problem with that.
Not at all. We have local farmers here that provide a lot to share the harvest right here in Greenview. It's an amazing facility. I mean, it's not just a food pantry. You can go in there and get clothes, too. I mean, I've gotten brand new pairs of slacks for $2.
Yeah.
But all that money helps support that food pantry as well. So if you have items you're looking to get rid of, want to donate it, instead of throw them away, drop them off at a food pantry because those thrift shops help support that food pantry.
Well, Share the Harvest, you mentioned their thrift stop there. It is a great facility. They've got just about anything and everything under the sun. So, yeah, stop by, check it out. And then, your money goes directly to helping folks there through Share the Harvest. Talking about, volunteers and help and things along those lines, these food pantries are always kind of strapped when it comes to, again, you can apply what's going on in and around this area now with the employee shortage. I can only imagine what it's like trying to get volunteers to work at a food pantry.
Yeah, and we got some amazing volunteers out there that dedicate their time to these food pantries. So it's super important if you have time or you have somebody, or if you're a business out there that dedicates hours for your staff. I know the Wyndham Worldmark, Jeff Long is on one of our food bank council. Their company gives each employee 8 hours of volunteer time. So we could use those volunteer times at any of those food pantries or the mobile food drives, or you might see someone at Walmart, ringing the bells, or all those are super important to help others in our community.
We talk and focus a lot on food pantries around this time of year, but there are other areas that you're involved with. And I thought one of the things that we could talk about as well here today is this great apparel line that you've been talking about. And let me, since I need to see and I don't have my glasses in front of me here, I can tell folks it's the Love Happens. And that's this apparel line that you've talked about in the past.
Yes.
And explain to us how this works.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's something new we just launched about a month ago in October. We kicked off our campaign here in Lake of the Ozarks with the Real Men Wear Pink campaign for the American Cancer Society. We probably raised over $500 off of t-shirt sales. What this company is, a Christian-based apparel company, that's dedicated for the unconditional love God has for all of us through life, love, and recovery. So what this program is and how we can help nonprofits. So if you're a 501c3, 20% of all sales and merchandise that's purchased goes to that nonprofit. So we got the food banks on board. We're getting Kids Harbor on board. We're going to work on getting CADV on board. The Beam Lighthouse Recovery Center that you mentioned is going to be open up. We're going to get them on board. So these are all nonprofits that people can go to these websites, purchase a T-shirt, wear it proudly in your daily walk, and 20% will go back to that nonprofit. And there's no strings attached. There's no inventory. We do all the designing. All we do is help promote that your brand, Love Happens, which is same love, different day. We are truly blessed by the best.
I see here in looking at the website itself that you have a number of shirts on here for cancer awareness. A Cancer Warrior, Real Men Wear Pink. Of course, you've got the Real Men Wear Pink with the pink lettering and the black t-shirt. And so I guess there's a variety of colors and sizes, and you can do a lot of different things. There's mugs on here as well. So take the opportunity, folks, and check out what Jason is talking about with some of these websites. And go to the website, simply purchase the shirt, and the particular cause in the website receives the benefits. They receive the money. How much of that money?
20% to that nonprofit, and it's lovehappens.co. And you would like this, KB. We got shirts up to 6X. We got really big shirts. So for big guys out there,
now you're making me feel a little thinner. Now I don't feel as large as I did when we first started this. But this is great. Something else that we wanted to mention with you as well. This recovery center, this place that you had been talking about with us before, that's down on the Bagnell Dam Strip, it's officially open.
Yeah, it's open. We did a soft opening, and we haven't done our official grand opening yet, so we're not quite there, but we're getting very close. And it's called the Beam Lighthouse. It's down there next to Grandpa's Ice Cream, right behind Tucker Shuckers on the Strip.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be a great facility, helping those of all addictions in our community.
Right. And so basically, what does this facility provide for people who come in?
Yeah, people who want to come in, just have a cup of coffee, watch some TV, check their emails. We also have a kitchen in there as well that I'm going to be hopefully sponsoring, one chef a month in there to be able to cook a dinner for some folks that can actually take it home. I would love to get What's Burning with KB set up down there and do a segment down there.
I think we could almost say that that's going to happen.
All right, but it's going to be a facility where people come in and just talk to somebody. If you're struggling, we all struggle with something in life. Sir. So it's okay to come in and just sit down and talk with somebody, a counselor, to really start living the best life. And we'll have people there that's been through addiction, that's in recovery, that these folks can actually relate to and resonate with a little bit.
Right. How's your health, by the way?
My health is great. I'm,
Yeah.
2 months post heart attack.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
You look great.
Thank you. I feel really good. I mean, I'm truly blessed by the best too.
Yeah.
I know we have a lot of work to do. I got a purpose, and I love helping people, and our community has been amazing, and it just lights my fire even more.
What has been the motivation for you to get as involved as you are? I mean, you've won some awards, and I'm sure that's important, and you like the notoriety, but I think you're more or less all about helping out whatever cause it is you get behind. And when you get behind a cause, my friend, let me tell you, they are in for quite a very impressive display from this man right here. But let's talk a little bit about the motivation. And I mean, you've literally got a hand in as much stuff as you possibly can.
Yeah, I think just the feeling of the humbleness, the gratitude, that you get from it is amazing. And I was raised in Southeast Missouri, and my grandpa always said, the more you give, the more it's going to come back to you. Mm-hmm. And I've seen that happen in my life, and I'm very fortunate. I'm very blessed to be able to help other people. There's no other feeling better knowing that you're helping somebody.
So was it instilled in you as a child, or as you got older, you really looked at it and you said, man, I want to do something to give back to my community? At the time, I'm sure you had no idea how involved you'd be.
Right.
But you are, and was that kind of the motivation? I mean, you talk about your grandfather and being a kid, so that essentially, I guess, is where
I think
from.
just growing up, I felt like I've been serving people my entire life.
Yeah.
I've been in hospitality. It's been my 25th year.
Wow.
I love serving people. I love serving our guests. Mm-hmm. Growing up in Southeast Missouri, my grandma was a beautician. She worked out of her house for 50 years. So every day you see her patrons, it was yes ma'am, no ma'am. Can I get you some coffee, Miss Cleta?
Yeah.
Or so you was very personal. I've always been serving people. My grandpa owned a hardware store in Lilburn, Missouri, so I was always around his patrons, seeing his business, seeing how he interacted with people, and I saw how much gratitude that he got back from helping other people.
Right.
So I just think I was destined to help people, and I really enjoy it, and I know it helps a lot of people, because I know when we help someone, they're going to help somebody else, and it's going to be a domino effect of inspiration of what we can give back.
How's things going over there at Old Kinderhook?
It's going great.
Yeah.
We had the best season we've ever had at Old Kinderhook. We're in a preparation right now of converting the ice rink. Mm-hmm. The only outdoor ice skating rink in Central Missouri. So we transitioned from golf right into ice. We've got 6 to 8 hockey tournaments already booked for this winter season. Mm-hmm. We're excited. Right now we're scheduled to open on Thanksgiving. But we're actually aiming to open around the 20th next weekend, or November 19th weekend. We're looking to open up that weekend. So hopefully people can come out, make some great memories right here in our backyard in our beautiful Lake of the Ozarks.
It's a great facility, by the way, and they've got a lot of amenities for folks to enjoy locally, and I think that's very important. Restaurant, sure, if you want a staycation, you want to not have to travel too far. You've got the ice rink. People are out there. The diehards are out there playing golf right now.
Oh yeah, every day. And then we're just 5 minutes away from Hahatonka State Park. I mean, one of the beautiful state parks in the nation. But when you drive through the gates at Old Kinderhook, you drive down the hill and see the vistas and the waterfalls. It's just a wow moment. You know, it's very relaxing. And honestly, I had to pinch myself sometimes. I actually work there.
Right.
It is a beautiful. We have a great staff.
Tom Weisskopf
Tom
golf
Weisskopf
course.
Design. Yeah, absolutely. So. We've had one of the best golf seasons, hotel we've had, and we're hoping next year to follow suit.
Well, it's always a pleasure to have you, and I think one of the nice things is after you've been here and you've talked and you've inspired some people out there to want to do great things. That's always a big plus and a big positive. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And if those out there that want to help locally here with the food, you can visit our website at feedinglakeoftheozarks.org. That way you can send us a message if you want to volunteer or help get involved in our community. And then again, the lovehappens.co is a great organization there. So if there's any 501c3s out there that are interested, feel free to reach out to me. My cell phone is 314-401-5518, or you can email me at jjones@okinderhook.com.
That's Jason Jones. I'm KB. This is What's Burning on Lake TV. We're back with more after this.
Hey, Jess.
Yeah, Nicole, what do you need?
Did you see that new listing in Sunrise Beach?
Yeah, it was just listed 2 minutes ago.
It has 150 feet of lakefront.
And a brand new kitchen.
I'm headed out there after I type this email.
I'm on the phone with my clients. Hey, where are you going?
I already put an offer in, cash above list, and it's looking good.
Are you kidding me?
Gosh.
At SRG Financial, we reduce the uncertainty on your journey to financial independence. Our foundational approach revolves around two things: what matters most to our clients and the things that we can control. The things that matter most often revolve around family, occupation, and recreation. The things we can control are a panoramic approach to financial planning, a strategy that stays fluid and dynamic like your life, and a proprietary process, the mile marker formula. If you want to reduce the uncertainty on your journey, contact us today.
No one has ever reinvented mattress shopping until now. The grand opening of Slumberland Sleep Solutions, where we've simplified, uncomplicated, and laid things out for you. Start with a quick rest match to pick your basic mattress type.
You love memory foam.
I really do.
Then shop the information and rating system on each bed. Did you know you can get great back support with a soft feel? It's true, and easy to find. Mattress shopping, reinvented, only at Slumberland Furniture.
Your time on the water is limited, and Hy-Vee in Osage Beach knows it. Let us do the shopping so you can maximize your lake time. With our Isles online app, you can have your groceries delivered or ready for contactless pickup when you arrive to the lake. With all your grilling favorites, snacks, fresh produce, and home to the lake's largest wine, spirits, and beer department, your weekend at the lake starts with Hy-Vee in Osage Beach, where you'll find a helpful smile in every aisle.
What's Burnin' here on Lake TV, and we've got a brand new series that we are going to be running in conjunction with Iron Eagle Tactical and Tom Abbott. Tom, great to see you, sir.
KB, always a pleasure to see you, son.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're going to spend some time out at the range. We're going to spend some time, I guess, maybe over at your home. We're going to learn about firearms, because firearms education is so very important in this day and age. As is normally the case, the Second Amendment is always coming under fire, no pun intended, from someone. And in most cases, a lot of those people don't understand what firearms are about. Terms like gun violence, things along those lines, get everybody's blood boiling a little bit sometimes. So we're going to ease your worried mind, and with the help of Tom and Iron Eagle Tactical, we're going to take some time to educate people, which is so very, very important. Tom, tell us about some of the things that we're going to be working on.
Well, safety is always our number one goal, obviously, whenever you're handling firearms, responsible gun ownership. So we'll talk about, how to safely handle firearms, how to break them down, how to store them, how to keep them out of the reach of children. Just education, responsible gun ownership is the primary goal of this, and then we'll have a little fun doing it as well.
I think so. Tom brought out his arsenal today, and we're out here at Ozark Outfitters gun range just outside of Versailles. Want to thank them for allowing us to come out here as well. Of course, Iron Eagle Tactical, which Tom has been involved with. Tell us a little bit about Iron Eagle Tactical, Tom.
Well, Iron Eagle's going into our 12th year. The original ownership was a friend of mine, Larry Salzman. He had it for 10 years and was getting ready to close it down. He's retiring. I was like, Larry, you got something here. I was like, anytime you want to sell that, you let me know.
Right.
And so about a year later, he called me. He goes, you still take me up on that offer? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. So I bought the business in almost a year ago, December of 2020. We had the pandemic going on. It's like guns are going to be a good thing to get into. So bought the company, taking it, we're rebuilding the website and adding more and more products to it. We're going to do more gun safety stuff, and videos are a huge portion of anything you do in the gun industry. So happy to have Lake TV on board and doing something that'll educate the public, have a little fun at it, and maybe take a little bit of that fear away from firearms.
And again, if you would like to get into owning a firearm and shooting and anything involving firearms, Tom's a great guy to talk to. How can folks get a hold of you, Tom?
You can go to our website, which is ironeagletactical.com, and email us. We've got a Facebook page, which go and like our Facebook page, Iron Eagle Tactical. Call me on my cell phone, 573-286-5359. I'll be happy to answer any questions.
You mentioned the pandemic, and you mentioned how gun sales have gone through the roof to the point where people are literally waiting on firearms. And as far as ammunition, the exact same way. There are a lot of things going on in this country today that concern people, but the best thing that you can possibly do throughout any of this is to take the time to get educated. Find someone, anyone who is familiar with firearms, somebody in the know, much like Tom, and take the time to sit down and work with them. Read as much as you can, watch videos, but certainly when you get the opportunity, get out to your local gun range and get involved on any level. If it's being a Second Amendment advocate, a gun rights advocate, we certainly want to encourage you to get behind people that are like-minded and make sure that law-abiding citizens can enjoy their Second Amendment rights and get out there, and it can essentially be something that you do along the lines of a family friendly event. I mean, get everybody in the family involved in guns, especially the little ones, with the education, because it's so important at a young age to educate those kids so accidents around the home don't happen.
Yeah, I was at a gun show recently and saw a saying from Thomas Jefferson, so the Second Amendment isn't important until they try to take it away from you. So we want to sit here and we want to protect the Second Amendment, and I think the key to that is getting more people involved and, like I say, take the fear away from firearms and take some of the mystery away from it. So that's what we intend to do here.
Absolutely, and learn and have some fun along the way. So if you are so inclined, keep joining us, because we're going to do one of these, I think, 8-10 weeks in a row. Every Thursday when we put a new show out for What's Burnin', we'll have some of our gun safety information courtesy of Tom Abbott and Iron Eagle Tactical. So let's get started.
Enjoying What's Burning with KB right here on Lake TV? Have questions, comments, or suggestions? Have an interesting story for KB to tell? Or maybe you want to be interviewed by KB on the show or are interested in sponsoring? All you have to do is reach out to KB at kb@mylaketv.com.
Most people don't know which direction they're heading when it comes to retirement. Whether they're still on the journey or already there, at SRG Financial we have a process, the mile marker formula, that helps you pursue your work optional lifestyle, so you can focus on what's most important to you, like your family or checking off those bucket list items. Start taking the first step toward finding your work optional lifestyle. Call us today at 573-302-7212.
Want to get to know local leaders a lot better? Join Lake TV for a new Community Spotlight show weekdays at 9, 3, and 7. We talk with local leaders to get their story and learn more about their organizations. It's the Community Spotlight show on Lake TV.
You want a dock that will withstand the wake from a million boats? Want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want Ozark Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozark Barge and Dock, now celebrating 33 years of building the best dock on Lake of the Ozarks. And we guarantee every dock we build. So when it comes time to build your custom dock, trust the best and go with Ozark Barge and Dock, building the best dock at the lake for the last 33 years.
Looking for blinds, shades, shutters, drapes, or bedroom makeovers? On a budget? You need Budget Blinds in Laurie. Bring your ideas to us, or let our design consultants help you create the perfect look for your home. Because Budget Blinds is nationwide, our collective buying power enables us to search many major brands to bring you the blinds, shades, shutters, and drapes you want for less. Budget Blinds. Call us for a free consultation. Budget Blinds, the best in custom blinds and window coverings.
Hey, welcome back to What's Burnin' here on Lake TV, KB, and some interesting developments here in the lake area in recent days. On Tuesday, November the 9th, Skelton Tactical in Osage Beach was raided by the ATF. And citing various reasons for the raid, they came in force. 20 ATF officers in tactical gear showed up and basically went through the facility with a fine-tooth comb, taking some firearms, confiscating the firearms, I should say, to the tune of about 365 firearms. And if you just put, let's say, $500 on each firearm as far as value, that totals up somewhere in the neighborhood of about $180,000. The owner is Jim Skelton. His brother is Ike Skelton, and Ike joins me on What's Burnin'. Ike, great to see you.
Thank you for having me, KB.
Let's talk a little bit about the situation that occurred, because you were just doing your daily business.
Just came in normal like every other day, and sat down and kind of getting the day going. I had some keys that I needed to make that early and get early and back to some folks. And And right about 8:30, here comes my brother, and there was a gentleman that came in, just a friend to talk. But here comes these individuals. I noticed from right through the window. We have a window in the front, and he had the tactical gear on, and helmet, ballistic helmet, the whole 9 yards. M4 full automatic rifles. M4s are kind of distinct, and they came in. A couple of them had weapons drawn. They didn't point them at us or anything of that nature. But they did come in force, at least 8 deep, just in that particular portion of it all. And they told us to stay right where we were, nobody move. And they began to tell us that they are going to effect a search warrant. They have a search warrant for Skelton Tactical. And I wanted to pick up my phone because I was stunned.
Right.
I had no clue. And of course, that's the way they want it to be, you know. So I picked up my phone. I was like, well, I got to record this. This is crazy because, you know, this day and age, we need to have that evidence, you know, for ourselves. I mean, because look, you want to think that these folks are doing truly what they're supposed to be doing, but I think we've seen in this country now, especially the last several years, that they're not quite as pure as the wind-driven snow as I might think. So I wanted to record this, and they took my camera, put it down on the counter, and said, no, I cannot record it. I tried to grab it again. They were a little more forceful about things at that point, and then started asking me about whether we had any firearms behind my counter.
Physically or vocally forceful?
Vocally. They didn't physically do anything to me until they commanded me to stand up, and you know, I told them there's no firearms here. I carry my sidearm for self-protection. I have a CCW, concealed carry permit, so I carry. And he wanted to know that, and I told him I'm armed, and made me stand up. Took my weapon from me, emptied it, left it laying there, frisked me, and told me they were going to search our building too, and that there's a little separation of those two buildings. I don't get into a whole lot of detail, and we don't have a lot of time, but so they were going to search it. They made me and my apprentice go outside. We were not allowed in the building anymore, and we went through a few different things that finally allowed me back into my building to do my job, because I protested rather heavily to all of it, what was going on. Obviously, I didn't have much of a leg to stand on, but I tried. And you know, I told them that their warrant doesn't cover my side of the building, and I told them some things, and I think they maybe agreed, because we wound up in a situation where I could come back into the building. But they did do a search of my side of the building as well. I had some firearms in there in a back room that I told them about. And they took all of those weapons, laid them on my brother's side, closed the cage that he has there, and nobody could get in there again.
Let's kind of try to determine what the issue was. What brought the ATF in force to Skelton Tactical? So
what brought them to do what I'm about to explain that they did, I don't know. I don't know what the precursor was. In legal parlance, you could say maybe what was not probable cause, but what was even the reasonable suspicion to go to probable cause. So there was a man and a woman came into the shop, and they looked around at several different weapons. They grabbed an old Craig Jorgensen. They grabbed some other weapons that they wanted, and my brother started to fill out the paperwork. And he had each individual form just like you're supposed to, and she started, the female started filling out all the paperwork. Well, unbeknownst to him, they were both federal agents. Right. And so the lady filled out the paperwork, and on that form, that federal form, it says, "Are you the actual purchaser of the firearm?" And she answered yes on every one of those forms. Okay. So in reality, to the way they look at it, she actually falsified the documents. To entrap him, I believe. So then after they get all the paperwork done, she gets a background check, and everything's all set up and done. Jim hands over the weapons, and the man then pulls the money out of his pocket and pays my brother for the weapons. So what they're saying is that man bought the weapons and not the woman that filled out the form.
I wonder, though, has anyone ever purchased a weapon for someone else as a gift, maybe? That kind of sounds a little sketchy to me.
Well, I don't know if I should answer that at this point, because you don't know, I don't know anymore. Yeah. I don't know. I just don't. So let me ask you this. How many times have you gone into any store with your wife, and the wife picks something else off? Oh, I'd like to have this. And she puts it at the counter. Oh, let me get that for you, sweetheart. You grab your money and you pay for it. Right. Now, are you the purchaser, or did she want it?
I guess it depends on the item.
Well, I suppose it is. Obviously,
it does in this case.
It does in this case, yeah. Yet she lied on the form. Now, there have been other folks that came into the shop and filled out that form and said, no, they weren't buying it for themselves, and he refused the sale.
Right.
So if she would have been honest on that form, he would have refused the sale, and we wouldn't be here today.
So they come in, they confiscate all of these weapons, and it sounded like they were pretty serious about things. What do you think as far as the way it was handled? Was there a need, I guess in their mind, the ATF decided to bring in all of these officers, agents, whatever you want to call them, in tactical gear, I guess to send some sort of a message?
Well, certainly to make you know that they're there seriously. Don't try to resist them. Don't bother with what they're doing. And, to me, it just harkens on the big arm of the government. I mean, we've talked about various times, look what they've done to other people around the country for no reason whatsoever, bringing all this tactical gear and equipment and armored vehicles.
Roger Stone,
yes, absolutely. So, I think it's just another way for the federal government to say, we are bigger than you, we're more powerful than you, and do not resist.
Basically, for folks who don't know, Roger Stone told a lie or lied to the government, and they showed up at his house at the crack of dawn with federal agents in tactical gear. They had even an amphibious
sure did, an armored vehicle
that was there, I guess, to assist in case he tried to jump in a boat and take off.
Well, he was in Florida,
Well, that's true. Or maybe those guys were just bored and needed something to do. I don't know. So they showed up for that particular instance. But something that was obviously overblown by leaps and bounds, yet they did it anyway, I guess, again, to prove a point. So it leads back to how this all came about in the first place, as far as the ATF showing up in Camden County. Do you think local law enforcement was, certainly there, the Camden County Sheriff's Department of the city of Osage Beach. Do you think any of those folks were alerted to the presence of the ATF? None of them showed up for quite a while.
None of them showed up at all that I'm aware of. And I don't know that, I don't know what the impetus was. I can't, I think they had to go through some sort of a process before they go get the search warrant. Well, the search warrant was gotten after the entrapment buy.
Right.
So there's that. That's their probable cause. Where they got to that, I just don't know at this point. Maybe we'll find out someday. But when they unseal the warrant, I suppose. But I don't know. It would be. It's just. I don't know, folks.
Speaking of the warrant, did you get to really sit down and read through it?
No, as a matter of fact, I didn't get a copy of it. I didn't get to see it at all.
Yeah.
They showed it to my brother Jim through the gate that's there. If you've been in the shop, and they showed it to him, they explained what they're going to do. And it's very vague, like most search warrants. And I guess when it comes to the ATF and firearms, they can pretty much steal anything they want to take from you. My sister-in-law told me this morning that they actually wound up taking his sticky notes that he had on the desk.
Nice.
So they've taken the computer, they've taken any kind of electronic recording device, anything of that nature. Like I said, the sticky notes, all of his paperwork, all of his forms, even tablets and anything that he had written notes in for whatever reason.
Right.
They took all of that stuff. They've taken all of it. So I'd imagine they'll go through that with a fine-tooth comb and see if they can't find something that is more egregious.
It has only been several days since this happened. Actually, it happened
yesterday.
Yesterday. But we're as far as TV is concerned. But no, that's fine. Tuesday, November the 9th is when it went down, and that's why I wanted to mention that when we began the interview, so people understand that. But what, if any, direction do you have at this particular point as far as pursuing legal representation? Have you talked to anyone from the ATF? Have they reached out to you to explain to you what your options are?
They gave Jim a big packet of paper that I guess he's going to have to fill out to try to get this stuff back. I don't know the procedures. I'm sure it's going to be incredibly costly. We're going to have an attorney that is certified for federal court action and can talk about those things. If there's a takeaway here, I mean, obviously Jim wants his property back.
Right.
I mean, it's his property. So we want to get that back. And everybody, I think, in Camden County knows Osage Beach. First of all, you have to be squeaky clean to get the license to begin with. Right? Jim is not a lawbreaker. I'm not a lawbreaker. So where they come up with the reason to actually come out and do this, I just don't get it. But there's something I would, if I would, I want folks to know that there is a time in this country that we're going to have to stand up and just say no. that we're not going to deal with these things anymore. And, you could say that maybe, well, during a particular administration, it's okay that we have an ATF or an FBI or what have you, because maybe that administration isn't going to use them against us. Mm-hmm. But as we know, every 4 years, we can change presidents, we change representatives every 2 years, and we change senators every 6. What happens when that administration gets in that does want to use those tools against you? Mm-hmm. Should those tools even be in place? And that's where I'm at now. It hit home. I've always been against any rule against firearms, because the Second Amendment shall not be infringed. I can't figure out how that can be any more plain. But from at least the 1930s, the first Firearm Act, when they got rid of fully automatic weapons, and then you start getting into the 70s and the 80s, and they've cranked up more, and then they did the background check. There was a time that you could buy a firearm from a mail order catalog.
Right, I remember those days.
You could do that.
Sure.
So what's changed? What's changed? I think the heart of man has changed. But the more rules that you place upon the heart of man, the more you can see that the heart of man is going bad. So I'm fine with punishing bad folks, but the good folks that are just doing what they want to do in life and pursuit of happiness should be left alone. So we really need to question, are these rules that we have in place just? And do we need to start looking at turning back a lot of these things and just doing away with a lot of the restrictions we have on our freedoms?
I guess what we need to consider here is, are the rules made for a certain group of people while other people are allowed to abuse those rules and use any means necessary to come in and obtain, confiscate firearms or any of those things? I mean, we could sit here all day and hem and haw over this, but is one set of rules basically put together for one group of people, and then the other group doesn't have to abide by the rules, or, as I said, use any means necessary to get what they want?
Sure, there's some that obviously. If you're a criminal, you're not going to obey by the rules. And,
Right.
and how does and see, that's the problem with these arbitrary rules. How is a gun store owner have to fill out this paperwork? If you're a bad guy and you come in with evil intent,
Right.
and you lie on that form, how is that individual supposed to know that? And then you go through the federal background check, well, maybe they didn't pick up on it either.
Yeah.
So now, whose fault is it that this alleged bad guy has a firearm? So, it's just...
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to follow you along this journey, and hopefully we'll have an opportunity to get you back here and talk more about it. I appreciate you taking time. I know you're a busy man. His locksmith business now, he's got his brother and the ATF to deal with, so thank you for your time,
Thank
sir.
you for having me, and I truly appreciate the support of folks, and stay tuned. It's not over.
We're coming back with more of What's Burning right here on Lake TV.
Moving to the lake is a lot of work, but not with Sunrise Movers, where we do the hard work for you. For packing up and delivering to your new home, or simply loading and transferring your belongings, Sunrise Movers is the easy choice for your next move. Sunrise Movers packs your possessions extra carefully, shows up on time, and strives for 5-star customer service every time. Sunrise Movers, the official movers of Lake TV. Give us a call today to get a free estimate. Sunrise Movers, where we do the hard work for you.
Looking for blinds, shades, shutters, drapes, or bedroom makeovers? On a budget? You need Budget Blinds in Laurie. Bring your ideas to us, or let our design consultants help you create the perfect look for your home. Because Budget Blinds is nationwide, our collective buying power enables us to search many major brands to bring you the blinds, shades, shutters, and drapes you want for less. Budget Blinds. Call us for a free consultation. Budget Blinds, the best in custom blinds and window coverings.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family. And at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offers routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. With multiple convenient locations, our veterinary is the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
You want a dock that will withstand the wake from a million boats? Want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want Ozark Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozark Barge and Dock, now celebrating 33 years of building the best dock on Lake of the Ozarks. And we guarantee every dock we build. So when it comes time to build your custom dock, trust the best and go with Ozark Barge and Dock, building the best dock at the lake for the last 33 years.
Winter, spring, summer, or fall, Lake TV's got it all. We think it's hot stuff when things cool down. We spring into action when things start warming up. Of course, summer is one big, huge shootout on Lake TV. And we fall in love all over again when autumn rolls around. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, Lake TV's got it all.
Hey, we've picked a beautiful fall day at the Lake of the Ozarks here at Ozarks Cat and Canine for KB's Furry Friends, presented by our veterinary at the lake. Beautiful day in the play area, and we have got possibly one of the coolest dogs I think I've seen since we started doing this. His name is Trey, and Mary Miami Tilly is going to tell us a little bit more about our three-legged friend. That's right, 3 legs, not 4. 3, but you wouldn't know that he only had 3 legs. Tell us about him.
He definitely does not let it stop him or slow him down. So Trey, we believe to be about around a year old, right, based on his teeth. He's a terrier mix. Our guess is probably fox terrier and Jack Russell. Could be little other things in there too, but we're not for certain. So he will be up for adoption very soon. But the main reason I wanted to feature him today was because he obviously at some point had an owner who loved him.
Right.
And we don't know if that person is out there looking for him, and we wanted to just try to spread the word some more and hopefully find his owner if they are still out there.
Now, where was he found originally?
He was found hanging out around the Dutch Country Store off of Highway C in Barnett. The people at the store said he had been there for several days. A lady stopped in, saw him, and she had brought us animals in the past, right, and asked if we could take him in. He came in, he was already neutered, and he's had what is a very intensive and expensive surgery done.
Right.
And so somebody obviously cared for him, you know, to have that done, to pay for it and get him through his recovery time. And it looks like it was probably done quite a while ago.
We'd love to find him a new home, but more importantly right now, they're trying to find maybe his owners and get him back to his original home. I would imagine sometimes, you know, dogs just run off for one reason or another. And it could be a situation where the owner is just frantic and going crazy trying to find him. He's been here now for how long?
He's been here 12 days.
Okay, so I would imagine the owner hasn't given up on him and is hoping maybe somebody sees him, they find a picture on social media. That's kind of another great thing about KB's Furry Friends. You never know when we have an animal that might be here that they just ran off for one reason or another, and the owner is beside themselves looking for him. So
yeah, and they may not be on Facebook, they may not be on social media. We did put him on the country radio show that talks about know, stray animals and things like that. So if you know of somebody who has a 3-legged dog, you might just want to check in with them and see if their dog is in their possession right now, because if not, it might be him.
The 3-legged dog thing is probably rather unique. So if you say 3-legged dog and you know that maybe it's around the Barnett area, good possibility it's this guy that we have here. But he'll be available for adoption when?
He's actually going today to get his heartworm and rabies shot, and microchip and all that kind of stuff. So we want to hang on a couple more days, get this time to air and people see it, and then he'll go up for adoption shortly after that if nobody claims him.
Very good. Well, we hope we can find a home for Trey one way or another, if we can get him back to the original owner, or some family would love to have this dog. He is just full of life, full of energy. He's a beautiful young pup. About, what'd you say, about a year old?
We think about a year old.
So I guess he's still considered a pup to some degree there.
He's got all his adult teeth, but they're very clean, very white. So, he couldn't be much older than that, maybe a year and a half.
Very good. Well, we certainly hope that we can find Trey a place to live, and one way or the other, get him back to the original owner, get him to some new owners, but I don't think that's really going to be a problem. He's got a lot of love.
He's a lot of fun. He's playful. He's energetic. You would not know that he was missing a leg the way he moves around.
Right, absolutely. Well, folks, if you'd like to see the folks here and talk to them about adopting Trey, or if you know who the owner is, by all means, give them a call here or pass this number along, 573 374-2629. That's the number to Ozarks Cat and Canine, the shelter here in the Sunrise Beach, Laurie area. And let's see if we can get this guy wherever he needs to be. I'm sure it won't take long. Folks, again, thanks so much to our veterinarian at the lake for helping us to present KB's Furry Friends right here on What's Burnin' on Lake TV.
It's our most protective wash yet. Introducing the Quick Car Ceramic Wash. It's an industrial-grade polymer solution with ceramic nanotechnology, resulting in high-end, advanced scientific protection of your vehicle's finish. The Quick Car Ceramic Wash. Try it on its own or with the monthly Unlimited Wash Club today. Quick Car. Quick, easy, and professional every time. In Jefferson City and Osage Beach.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family. And at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offers routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. With multiple convenient locations, our veterinary is the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
At SRG Financial, we reduce the uncertainty on your journey to financial independence. Our foundational approach revolves around two things: what matters most to our clients and the things that we can control. The things that matter most often revolve around family, occupation, and recreation. The things we can control are a panoramic approach to financial planning, a strategy that stays fluid and dynamic like your life, and a proprietary process, the mile marker formula. If you want to reduce the uncertainty on your journey, contact us today.
No one has ever reinvented mattress shopping until now. The grand opening of Slumberland Sleep Solutions, where we've simplified, uncomplicated, and laid things out for you. Start with a quick rest match to pick your basic mattress type.
You love memory foam.
I really do.
Then shop the information and rating system on each bed. Did you know you can get great back support with a soft feel? It's true, and easy to find. Mattress shopping, reinvented, only at Slumberland Furniture.
KB's Hot Take this week. Well, we had our conversation with Ike Skelton, and I hope that what Ike had to say will kind of wake folks up around the Lake of the Ozarks area. You have the opportunity to stand by and let your government control you, or you have the opportunity to stand up and fight for liberty and freedom. Let me read you something quickly from the Epoch Times. It says, "The prosperity that America and its citizens have experienced is directly rooted in the freedoms we enjoy. Our great nation was founded on the principle that all human beings are created equal and that individual liberty is of the highest priority and importance. We believe that everyone has the right to pursue their own happiness so long as it does not infringe on the rights of others. America's founders understood the importance of these freedoms when they formed our great nation. Perhaps because of the great prosperity we have enjoyed for decades, some people are forgetting just how important these freedoms are, and we are allowing those freedoms to be slowly eroded. We see it every day in the form of censorship by big tech. We see it in a biased, politically motivated media that is becoming increasingly similar to China's government-controlled media, and we see it in our schools and colleges. We cannot stay wayside as the evil tyranny of communism encroaches on us. And with that, folks, essentially, you have an opportunity to do something about it, as I said, or you can sit idly by and let them take control. You can let them have the power, or we, the people, can take the power and let our officials know just exactly where they stand, where we stand, as we fight for liberty and for freedom in our future. Folks, pay close attention. Get involved. Be a part of the solution. And that's KB's Hot Take for today.
Enjoying What's Burning with KB right here on Lake TV? Have questions, comments, or suggestions? Have an interesting story for KB to tell? Or maybe you want to be interviewed by KB on the show or are interested in sponsoring? All you have to do is reach out to KB at kb@mylaketv.com.
You want Want a dock that will withstand the wake from a million boats? Want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want Ozark Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozark Barge and Dock, now celebrating 33 years of building the best dock on Lake of the Ozarks. And we guarantee every dock we build. So when it comes time to build your custom dock, trust the best and go with Ozark Barge and Dock, building the best dock at the lake for the last 33 years.
Most people don't know which direction they're heading when it comes to retirement, whether they're still on the journey or already there. At SRG Financial, we have a process, the mile marker formula, that helps you pursue your work optional lifestyle so you can focus on what's most important to you, like your family or checking off those bucket list items. Start taking the first step toward finding your work optional lifestyle. Call us today at 573-302-7212.
A move to your dream home should be exciting, not a hassle. That's why you go with the experts at Sunrise Movers, where we do the hard work for you.
Looking for blinds, shades, shutters, drapes, or bedroom makeovers? On a budget? You need Budget Blinds in Laurie. Bring your ideas to us, or let our design consultants help you create the perfect look for your home. Because Budget Blinds is nationwide, our collective buying power enables us to search many major brands to bring you the blinds, shades, shutters, and drapes you want for less. Budget Blinds. Call us for a free consultation. Budget Blinds, the best in custom blinds and window coverings.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family. And at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offers routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. With multiple convenient locations, our veterinary is the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
Hey, it's been a pleasure again to bring you another episode of What's Burning. I want to thank all of my guests, Jason Jones, Ike Skelton, our furry friends out there at Ozarks Cat and Canine. And of course, you're going to be seeing more of Tom Abbott with a brand new feature we'll start airing in a couple of weeks. And that is responsible gun ownership with our friends, Tom Abbott, and the folks at Iron Eagle Tactical. I want to thank all of my great sponsors as well. SRG Financial Advisors, we love you. Ozark Barge and Dock, we love you too. Budget Blinds, of course, there's a lot of love there. Our veterinary at the lake, how can you not love folks that help out animals? And it goes without saying that we love everyone over there at Bryant Auction as well. As a matter of fact, it's going to be the big payback show, I believe, next week. We're going to have Rick Bryant on the program, and he's supposed to be paying me back for the crickets we ate. We'll also sit down with Will Holtz and find out what everyone is thankful for. Our Furry Friends edition coming up again next week. We'll have another beautiful feline, a little kitty from over there at Ozarks Cat and Canine, and we'll wrap it up with KB's Hot Tank. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you back here next week on What's Burning on Lake TV.